Hello, Maverick traders, and welcome out to your daily market roundup. This is Sonkit here, and I'll be breaking down today's market price action. It's Thursday, July the 10th. Let's get into it. As always, we'll be breaking down today's market price action, take a look at what's happening in the broader markets, take a look at sector heat map analysis, and then we'll talk about some possible setups ahead. Let's get into it.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
So jumping into the market analysis, let's just jump right into the headlines and the numbers. And again, today we had another positive day in the markets. The market rallied to new all-time highs. The unemployment claims came out today lower than expected. So it seems like economy overall, everything is doing well. As far as the number goes today, you can see everything was positive. The only place where we saw some relative weakness was in the tech. But notice that we are seeing now the small caps start to outperform here. So maybe this is a time where we might see some rotation coming out of the tech into small caps. Oil was down and gold was up. But overall, you can see the volatility remains pretty low. And as you take a look at the price action today, I mean, this is just a beautiful bull pullback. Set a very shallow pullback. You know, when we broke out above that 6,000, you can see it just looking like it wants to just continue running higher. Now, we are also in the seasonality pattern. Volatility is low, not a whole lot of headwinds. So maybe this is where markets are likely to do, outperform here, continue to stay stronger. Now, in the small caps, like I said, that's where I'm seeing a little bit more outperformance. But then the tech is where we're seeing a bit more underperformance. So maybe there's a bit of a chance for more of a rotation there. Now, when we take a look at the advanced decline ratio, you can see 61% to the upside, 35% to the downside. So really, you can see you have to really pay attention to what's outperforming versus what's underperforming. And then as the rotation happens, we can get out of the things that are losing momentum and get into things that are picking up momentum. Now, plus minus 50 MA, you can see that one number has kind of like stood around that 20 to 25% to the down range. And this number hasn't really changed as much. It's overall holding steady, 78% to the upside. So overall, markets looks like it's in good shape here. Now, here's the heat map. And you can see there were some pockets of weakness. And I mean, take a look at software application. There's quite a bit of a weakness there. But then you had some pockets where things were actually doing a lot better. You know, healthcare is sort of picking up a little bit. There's areas where we are seeing outperformance. So utilities, again, are doing really well. So you want to just continue focusing on where's the rotation while we are at all-time highs. There's certain things that looks very overextended, and there's certain things that looks like a good value or a good time to get into. So again, that's where we need to really put our focus into. Market outlook, nothing really has changed. Again, this week I was kind of a little bit more skeptical because we have all this tariffs news, and again, everything got pushed down to August 1st, and none of that news of tariffs have really brought down the market. So that's where market's in a good mood. Now, with the potential trades here, again, there's a lot of good setups on the bullish side, but we want to look at things that are likely to move or moving out of these ranges. Again, this first one that comes up to my list here is Gilead Sciences. So you can see this thing just broke up above that resistance. I like the fact that volume is a little picking up as well. So this is the one I'll be looking into as a further up towards that 116 to 120 range. The other one that I look nice over here, especially if the small caps are picking up, is ARC. ARC, you can see, just broke out above that, even though a day like today started off a little negative, but then have a very nice bullish candle over here, hammer candle here. So I think this one likely to have a bit more outperformance, especially we see that rotation into the small caps. Now, the bearish one over here I like the most here is Workday. You can see this thing was already bearish, and then here we are selling off on a bit more higher volume. We just broke up below that support area. So this is where, we got the support at about 233, sitting at 229. I think the lows we saw about 227. this one I think I do like here to catch that under relative underperformance. But like I said, there's definitely a lot more bullish setup, a lot of extension, a lot of things that look extended. So if you kind of miss a move, or you're trying to get into a move, want to get into setups that are actually has a better risk to reward ratio. Now, when we take a look at outlook tomorrow, it seems like everything seems fine. I mean, markets looks bullish. We don't have a whole lot of news tomorrow, and volatility remains low. So it's a good environment to kind of keep it on the down low and just follow that market momentum. Not a whole lot of on the earnings front as well. So I think we'll probably have a smooth sailing till tomorrow, and then again we'll come back next week and see which way market moves. And like I said, but focus on the rotation. I think that's what probably we'll see the next big move. Well, thanks for joining here. Enjoy your rest of the day. Happy trading. We'll see you next one.